I'm Susan Riley. I'm an arts integration specialist and former elementary educator, and I'm the founder of educationcloset.com, which is an online resource for arts integration and STEAM. Today, I want to introduce you to a brand new product called the Arts Integration Kit, which I've co-developed with Paycon, who is an organization that provides creative products for educators. Now, today in this Arts Integration Kit, what I'm going to be showing you is one that has been developed for first grade math. The purpose of this kit was to design something for you as an educator that would save you time and help you to increase student achievement in math skills that are critical during the school year. Now, we've chosen specific standards that we know are either extremely critical for students or that are a challenge for those students to meet or master. And what we've done is partnered the art standard with that math standard in order to develop a lesson that you can use that will maximize their achievement. And that's all what arts integration really is. Arts integration is a way to naturally connect art standards with math standards and blend them in a way that students are working in and through the art to learn the math standard. It's a research-based approach that we know works and has demonstrated that it has increased student achievement across all areas where it's been used. So let me show you what's inside of this kit. Now, when you open the kit itself, there's a couple of pieces that come with it. We're going to go over each of these in detail. First, and most important, is the teacher guide. Now, inside of this teacher guide, we have a couple of different features that I want to highlight. First, we start off with exactly what is arts integration, and I go into complete detail in this guide. But then the guide also contains a core lesson that has been designed to maximize your student achievement in that math area. We've also got a supplemental lesson and an extension lesson that that takes the learning and moves it forward. Finally, in here we have additional resources that we've provided, and I want to walk you through each of these sections in a little bit more detail so that you have an understanding of what's been included. Now, when we go into the core lesson, you'll find a focus summary, and that kind of goes over the entire idea of what's in the lesson. It identifies the materials in the kit that has been provided for that lesson and identifies the specific essential questions that you're going to be using. This lesson has been designed specifically to help your students master a challenging standard. So in this lesson, we're working on measurement. So we know that first grade hands sometimes have difficulty with measurement and data, and specifically in comparing sizes and being able to be precise in measuring those sizes. So in this lesson, we're having students use the examples of Paul Klee as an artist and taking a look at his cityscape examples, and then having them take a look at a photograph of their own city and measuring the shapes that go into that city. So we're looking at some geometry standards as well. We're pairing those. And as a teacher, you know that when you're doing a lesson, we don't teach it in isolation. We're teaching many different standards at a time. And don't worry, we've identified all of those standards in your lesson plan. You'll find the core standard that we are really working towards for assessment, but then you'll also find a great list of all of the other standards that we're approaching in this lesson as well. After the lesson is completed, you'll find an assessment checklist, which is so nice because the assessment has already been taken care of for you. So in here, you'll find math look-fors and you'll find art look-fors, very well laid out so that you know exactly what you need to be assessing in this lesson. Then, as I described, the teacher guide also contains a supplemental lesson. So this lesson takes the original core lesson and provides you with something a little bit different. Now, supplemental lesson is laid out exactly the same way, but it's a completely different project. So in this lesson, students will be taking a look at blueprints. Again, related, but different, and using the art in that lesson as well. And then finally, we have an extension lesson. This is city shape data. So this is for when you want to take that original project and extend it one step further. So we're using the same lesson that we had in the original core lesson about city shapes, And this time we're documenting the data on it. We're learning how to capture data based on what they had created in that first core lesson. So as you can see, these lessons have been designed for you to be able to maximize what's in this kit. So it's not a one and done, but it is rather multiple lessons provided within this teacher guide. Another really nice feature about this particular teacher's guide in the kits is that we also include ways that you can differentiate these lessons for higher level learners, for your special education students, and for your ELL students. So all of them, those tips have been included in this package for you so that you can really be successful with all of the students in your classrooms. Another feature of this teacher's guide is the parent take-home sheet. In the parent take-home sheet, we've actually created a letter that you can send home to parents that identifies what it is that your child did in the class, why we did it, and specifically what you were looking for as an educator. Because sometimes when we send home art integration projects, parents look at these and say, well, this is wonderful, but how did this teach my child math? Why were you doing this in math class? This helps take care of explaining that for parents. Now, another piece that is provided in the teacher guide is the curriculum maps. In our curriculum maps here, what we've done is that we've aligned the naturally aligned art standards with the math standards across Common Core curricular items. So you'll find operations in algebraic thinking, numbers in base 10, measurement and data, geometry. You'll find all of those laid out for you, and each of them has been identified which standards are really going to match well with an art standard, what those standards are, and even a sample lesson idea. So not a fully developed lesson, but a way that you can get an idea and take it with you and run with that. That has all been included in this teacher guide as a part of the kit. Now, the other feature about this kit is that it contains all of the materials that you're going to need in order to be able to use these lessons. So all of them have been prepackaged for you in a group of 30. We did that so that the average class size is about 30. However, we do have some extra materials in here so that just in case you have a few more students or you need to have more materials to use for the supplemental lesson or the extension lesson, you have them provided. Additionally, the items in here are things that you're not going to be able to find at a regular superstore or things that have been already pre-done for you. So let me give you some examples. For instance, in this package right here, we have double-sided foam tape. So this is for our lesson where we're creating the 3D cityscape that we've talked about in the core lesson. You need some foam tape in order to make it a 3D frame. And so these have already been pre-cut for you. All you have to do is distribute them out to your students. No cutting, individual foam tape. They've already been designed for you just for that. We have heavyweight tag board, which is a difficult item sometimes to find. We also have marbled construction paper. Again, an item that it elevates the level of the lesson. Just one more component. One item that I'm really excited about that's in this kit are the clear cellophane sheets. So in the lesson, in the core lesson, we're having students create these cityscapes in a frame, but you need to have a protective item, again, to create that 3D shape. You need cellophane sheets. If you were to try and go and find this at a regular superstore in your area, you wouldn't find them cut exactly like this. In fact, most times you'll find them in a roll that you then have to it's kind of like saran wrap. You have to try and cut them, and it takes forever, and it's really messy. So instead, this saves you a ton of time. If you could even find those cellophane sheets somewhere, this saves you time by putting them all in one package for you. And then the last item, but the biggest in here, are these pre-cut mat frames. So again, you have enough so that you can have 3 for each student to create that 3D look that we're going for in the lesson. And they've already been pre-cut for you, exactly the dimensions that your students are going to need. So these items have been designed to save you some time, but also to put it all in one location for you. Last but not least is our Arts Integration Kit online forum area. This is included with the purchase of every kit, and it includes a few unique features. One is that you have access to video tutorials. So as you go into your grade level and you're looking for a tutorial, you'll find one for both the teacher and for the students. So in the teacher instructional video, I walk you through exactly how to use the kit from start to finish. And in the student demonstration video, students can watch another child their age going through the project so that they can see what it looks like from beginning to end as well. You can use these in class as part of your instruction. You can show them piece by piece, or you can do it all at once. The choice is yours. Also included in this area is an online community. So you'll be able to join other teachers who are using these kits and jump into the forums to share what went well, what didn't go well, what you need support with, how you'll change it up for next time. And I'll be in there as well answering questions so that you're never alone. You're able to use these kits with confidence. There will also be additional resources that you can access here for tips and ideas and downloads to help enhance the arts integration lessons that come with the kit. So that is the part of the online community. Again, this is provided along with the kit, with every purchase of the kit itself, as a bonus. It's not an additional cost. It comes with the kit itself. So I hope that you have a better understanding of this arts integration kit, and I look forward to receiving your feedback.